here. Hello, how's everybody doing today? Great to see you all here. All right, some questions I have about speaking out loud, trust the process, act as if, what else I see here? Mind matter. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just jump right in to get started. So when you creation and manifesting is a process. There's two things going on whenever you're in a process. One mind knows the complete answer of how things are going to come about. One mind is left in the dark. The logical mind is always left in the dark to guess, to think, to figure out, and to plan. Let me tell you something. When you are creating your life, you have to be open-minded. You can't stick to one plan. When you visualize something at night and you visualize the outcome, you're given a blueprint. Sometimes it may go the way you visualize it. Most of the time it won't manifest the way you visualize it, because it's not your conscious mind that's in charge of the manifestation process. It is your subconscious mind. And when you use your subconscious mind to create stuff, it comes to you in the most unimaginable, wonderful, and spectacular ways. And this is why it's important for you to have options open when you're manifesting your desires. The next thing is, if you want to bring wealth and abundance into your life, for example, many of you message about manifesting the lottery, winning a lottery jackpot, or money into your life. For you to bring those things into your life, you have to act as if they are already in your life on an energetic level, not on a physical push level, but on an energetic level, on a mindset, on a perception level. I'll give you an example. When you manifest in something like the lottery, your number one goal shouldn't be it's the lottery or bust. You're limiting yourself. The lottery is an option for you to manifest. It's just a way to bring more abundance, but you're open to other avenues to bring success into your life, right? That's an abundance mindset. You have to remember that you're dealing with a powerful subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind knows infinite ways. This is something you have to learn, something you have to accept. You know, your conscious mind won't accept this. You have to internalize this by knowing this. You know, when you're going through manifesting, you're going through a process. You know what a process is? A process is your conscious mind reading the information so it can get to the goal. The process has already been completed in your higher mind. There is nothing in your life right now. Everything is already okay. You're already good. You've already manifested. You're fine. You're doing great. The problem is your ego mind doesn't know that. This is where the struggle comes in. In your higher mind, creation is already complete. In the conscious mind, creation is beginning to be completed. In the conscious mind, creation is a struggle. It's hard. It's difficult. That's impossible. It cannot be that way. So this is where trust and faith comes in the process of creating your life. If you can't trust the process, if you don't have faith that what you want will come in, if you don't believe in yourself, if you don't see the possibilities, if you don't give yourself the benefit of the doubt, if you don't give yourself the permission, if you don't accept that you are in charge predominantly of your life and what you want, and if you don't focus on the good stuff that you want to create, and if you don't apply discipline, if you don't apply repetition, if you don't have patience, then none of what you want can come to you. Point blank. Creating your life is about trusting a process that you can't see. Physically, mentally, your subconscious does it. Trusting the process is learning the science, the physics of how your world operates. That's what it comes down to. The next thing about this is speaking out loud is very crucial to bringing what you want into your reality. The power of life and death is in the tongue, somewhere in the Bible, right? Speak it into existence, right? All of you have heard this. Well, let me give you some science, and let me flip it from another angle. Maybe you haven't seen it from this angle before. You must always speak out what you want in a question form. Out loud. Out loud basically means where you can physically hear your own voice. Vocal cord. We're not at the point where we can talk telepathic yet. So let me show you the power of when you speak something out and how it's going to manifest for you. So we have to go into some science so I can paint the backdrop for this so you can understand this. So around you is an invisible field, a non-physical field. In this field, it's teeming with information, and it's teeming with receiving back and forth. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you speak out loud just like this. You say, why do I have my beautiful new name all of the car? Why do I have my beautiful new BMW coupe? Why do I have my new beautiful Lamborghini? Why do I have my new beautiful Porsche 911? Whatever. Why do I have my new Toyota Ford? Whatever. Okay? When you speak that out loud, just that in that form, two things are happening. The first one is you hear it, and your subconscious also hears it. The words and the energy of your language, your spoken words, it breaks down into frequencies of vibration. It breaks down into resonance. This resonance is information that's coded by your unconscious. Your unconscious takes that information and identifies you desire a new car or whatever car, right? First thing it does, it goes out and to match your resonance with the resonance of the car you want. But here is the magic one that you don't know. When your subconscious goes out, at the same time, the car that you just wanted or you just desired and spoke aloud, the actual car hears you. The actual car and model of the car hears you desiring it. So when the car hears you, the car will manipulate or materialize itself to meet your frequency. In layman's term, the car hears you, the car will come to you. People are saying, wow, why? Let's explain to you why, but you don't know. All right. In the field, we call it the unified field. 0-point energy field. In a field, an electron, which makes up a car, an electron that makes up you and I, has a what we call a level of awareness. Car is made up of an electron. When you say, why do I have my beautiful new white BMW M5? The M5 car hears you because the car is made of an electron. An electron has an awareness to know when it's being observed and it's being heard. So the actual BMW hears your voice, but it hears it in what we call a qubit form. as an information of frequency. So when the car hears that, the frequency of the car have to match the frequency of the observer. So your car now looks for the magnetic and finds your matches it up and say, oh, that's the guy that's calling me. Let me go to it. Why does the car come to you? Another simple fact of how physics work is that we live in what's called an attraction-based universe. You know what attraction-based means? It means things are always pulling towards you and I. What you want and what you don't want are always pulling towards you and I simultaneously. Money, same concept. Woman, same concept. Men, same concept. Now let me show you something. It's coming towards you simultaneously. Whatever you don't desire, whatever you do desire, it's coming to you right now. The only reason you experience one of each is called your attention. If you focus more on what you want, that's what gets attracted to you. If you focus more on what you don't want, that's what gets attracted to you. If you have focus on what you want, and if you have focus on what you don't want, both of them starts coming towards you, and this is where you get inconsistent manifestation. This is why sometimes you get what you want, you don't get what you want. This making sense? So this is why the power of your vocal cords, also not only are you affecting your unconscious, you're affecting the thing you want. The thing hears you on a subatomic level. Oh, okay, we could use money. Why do I have so much money in my bank account? Why am I so wealthy and prosperous? The money hears you, and it starts coming towards you because when you speak out, you carry more energy. It's more of a vibration. It's resonance. You can measure it. You can measure sound. Internal sound is not as powerful as external sound. You understand? See, this is stuff that you didn't know, or maybe you haven't heard, or maybe you're not aware of it. But now you know, and I just showed you the physics of it. I can go over it again because some of you here are just like mind blown and wondering like, how is that possible? Well, it's possible because every single thing has an awareness of consciousness on a subatomic level. It's I can hear you, I can't hear you, or I'm aware that you're talking to me. That's the level of consciousness that everything has. Everything has an awareness like, oh, you called me? Oh, it's you. That's it. They can't think and be like, well, they can't conceptualize. I'm talking about inanimate objects, things that aren't people or conscious, like things like material stuff, like money, jobs, businesses, things like that. So when you speak out, you're calling those things that are, wait, isn't there a verse that says, call those things that are not as if they do, as what? Call those things that are not as if they are. Wow, look at that. Comes right in the point. See, your ancestors knew this and ancients knew this. So when you call something out vocally, like, why do I have $10,000? Why is my business so successful? Why are my paintings now selling so fast? Why is this particular da-da-da-da-da-da, whatever you call out, it starts coming towards you on a quantum level, and the act of repetition keeps the bandwidth, and then your subconscious mind makes it where you get to experience it. This is why you have the voice. That's why you have the voice. Yeah, that's how I won the lottery. I speak it out into existence every day. Why am I in the right place at the right time winning top tier lottery jackpot prizes? That's my mantra. And then you guys know what happened. Everything has a level of awareness, and when you call it, it must match. Because see, guys, we live in a universe that must harmonize. Everything must create harmony. You can have harmony, positive, and you can have negative harmony, but it's a harmonious universe. Harmony basically means every action must have an equal and opposite reaction. Every cause must have an effect. That's the way. So everything that you put out, it must come back to you. Everything, once you put it out, it must find its match, and if you continue to repeat it, then it must gravitate towards you. That's the name of the game. That's the real laws of the universe. The real laws of the universe says that I live in an attraction-based universe, that everything is always coming towards me. Success, failure, abundance, lack are all coming towards you simultaneously. See that? Yeah. So this is not philosophy, guys. This is actually science, right? Yes. We know this from studying quantum mechanics and from learning and understanding the world of particles of energy, which we call quantize. And these particles, at each base of a particle, they give off a resonance. And we call that qubits, and they're more like information. And when we go deeper beyond the particle, you get into the world of strings. Every particle is theoretically or theorized to have what's called a string, a slender energy that vibrates. Based on the vibration pattern of a string, it will make a proton, an electron, a man, a woman, a rock, a car, based on the different ways it fluctuates. The resonance. So the universe is harmony. The universe is music. That's the language of the universe. It's music. It's sound. Right? So when you have the correct sound format, and you know how to, so the thing you got to do it in a correct way. The correct way, you have to do it in a question. You have to do it out loud. The question will elicit your unconscious mind to go prove it to you. The sound will attract and get the attention of the particle that's attached to what you want. And it hears you, it actually will gravitate towards you. Listen, you can see it working in real life every day, bro, people. You see it working every time. You ever the time when you say, man, things are not going good for me. Why am I always not getting what I want? You remember those times like, man, I'm always broke. You ever say that to your friends like, man, I don't know why I can't make enough money. You're talking to your friend, right? You don't talk it in your head. You talk it out loud to your friends. And you don't think anything of it, right? But guess what? You still end up being broke. You still end up in a toxic relationship. Man, why am I always attracting the wrong person? Why am I always meeting these weirdos? Why am I always getting these toxic men or women, right? You talk that out with you know, it's not your stuff. But that's what I'm saying. Nobody teaching you that your words are power, man. Yeah, people call it spell, yeah, but the real reason it's happening on a quantum level. Because when you speak it like that, your subconscious takes it literally. Then the electron of the particle that makes up broke and makes up toxic people, they recognize you and they say, oh, you're calling me, let me go to you. And they automatically come to you because you live in an attraction base. You don't live in a repel universe, you live in an attraction universe. Why do we live in attraction? Because our universe is made up of electricity and magnetism. The predominant force of magnetism draws within it. See? So that's maybe in another multiverse there's different laws of physics. Maybe there's a repel universe, but we're not in the repel universe. We're in an attraction-based universe. There's a universe that time runs backwards. We're not in that universe. We're in a universe where time is present. All this is actually proven in science, by the way, guys, that there are universes that run backwards, time run backwards in that universe. We happen to live in a universe where time is present and is eternal. But that's for another discussion. That's for another time. But when you speak out loud like that, you are guaranteed to get what you want. Because again, all universe is harmony. So this is why it's very important to watch what you say and how you talk. Because there's two things listening. Your subconscious is listening and the universe is listening. And it will always bring you what you want. Now the good news for you, here's the good news now. Here's the good news. The great news for you is this process doesn't happen instantaneously. So it gives you time to change and adjust. So in other words, if you say a couple times, man, I'm always broke, you're not gonna always be broke, because you haven't best way I put it to you, you haven't impressed your subconscious enough for it to. But now, if you're doing this like almost every day, almost every week, almost every month, 4 times a month, the whole year, oh yeah, now you're gonna get it, because you've established a link. See, the universe is looking for patterns. Okay, you miss a couple patterns, it's not gonna sweat it. It's gonna say, all right, he's not serious. But the more you talk about it, there's a pattern, I'm gonna lock it in. It locks it in with your unconscious. So if you want to fix this stuff, it's a very simple formula. People, just always talk about the positive stuff you want. Always talk about like you have it already. Talk about it like it's coming to you. Talk about it in a question like you're gonna get it. That's the way to fix anything that's negative, or don't talk about it out loud. Don't affirm it. Don't talk to your friends or family about it. If you can, yeah, if you can say it in your head, that's not as damaging as saying it out loud. Because what you talk about, you're going to get about. So that's the formula to fix this stuff. All right? See you next time.